Hey guys, it's Val with BodyFitKickboxing.com. Here's a quick tutorial on how to wrap your hands. Here it is, here's the hand wrap. This is a lot messier than when you first buy them, but yours will end up like this, I promise you, thrown in a bag, kind of like what I shouldn't be doing. Basically, this cloth is used to protect the hand and the wrist against injuries that are induced by punching. Many people think that hand wraps are used for extra cushion or protect your knuckles, but their purpose is really not to cushion an impact. That's what boxing gloves are for. These guys are the ones that are doing the cushioning and providing the support for the impact. Now, hand wraps are there to maintain the alignment of the joints and to compress and lend strength to the soft tissues in the hand during the impact of a punch. So it's fastening all your joints together so the shock is better distributed throughout your hand and across your hand. So if your hand is kind of loose when you're punching, it's very easy for the small joints in your hand to collapse over one another and break, ending in a fracture. So with that being said, let's go ahead and learn to wrap our hands. Like I said, this is really messy, so just let it fall down. Kind of like what I just did. We're gonna go ahead and start by grabbing the loop here. You're gonna wanna go ahead and place that around your thumb. Naturally, a lot of people wanna go on the inside. So let's not do that. It ends up being not as tight around the palm. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna loop around the thumb and we're gonna go around the outside. So go ahead around here once. Make sure that's nice and tight. And one thing I like to do to make sure that everything's tight or not too tight is to open and close a couple times as I'm doing this, just so I get an idea of how everything is feeling. So we're gonna go ahead after we hit that, we're gonna go down to the wrist that way. Maybe go once or twice around there, like so. All right, after that, we're gonna go ahead and hit up here. Now we're gonna go through the pinky and the ring finger, and then we're gonna go down, back through the next finger, and down, and up to the next one. Good, good, good. So after we get that, let me go ahead and strengthen this, straighten it out a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead back down to the wrist, as so. Now this isn't always gonna look prettiest. Unless you get pink wraps, then maybe it'll be pretty. So back down around here, go ahead and cover that up right here. We're gonna wanna go ahead and hit the thumb and get that connected to our wrist. So go around this way and go ahead back down here. And then we're gonna hit our wrist a couple more times. Now, this wrap that I have is about 120 in length. I would prefer something a little bit longer because I have a very weak wrist. So I actually would like to hit that wrist a couple more times, about 3 or 4 more times I actually prefer. And I'm sure there are many of you out there like that. So if you can, go ahead and buy a 160 length hand wrap. That'll provide a little bit longer length, so you can either hit the palm more, you can hit the knuckles more, or you can hit your wrist more, so it's customizable. So, but like I said, this one was a little bit shorter for my taste, so I wasn't able to go around as many times as I wanted to. But this is basically what it's gonna look like. When you squeeze, that's gonna provide the protection and then compression in your hand and in your wrist, as I said before. Now everything should feel good, everything should be tight where it needs to be tight to provide your support. Like I said, if it's too tight to the point that, you know, things are kind of getting, you're losing circulation basically, then it's a little too tight. So all it takes is just practice, practice, practice. If you're having any problems, just come into class. We'd be more than happy to help you guys out. So just show up a couple minutes and we'll get you going. But basically that is how to wrap your hands. This is Val signing off, and we'll see you in class soon. Bye guys.